Welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 23. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Dixie and Daisy. And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as LoriLulu327. You can email me at LoriLulu327@gmail.com. And there's also a Ravelry group for this podcast. It is Lori Lulu Crochet, but I have inserted a link in the description box down below so you can get onto that real easy peasy. Also, any patterns that I talk about or yarns, links will be in the description box down below. And I want to welcome any new viewers, and to my returning viewers, hello again. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I'm doing things a little different. Obviously a different setup instead of sitting on the bed, I've moved a chair with lovely crochet behind me. Just thought I'd try something different, see how this goes. Also, I just recorded last week. I was looking ahead to my schedule, and November is gonna be crazy. So I figured I have the house to myself. My husband has gone to a conference for the day. Peace and quiet. I can get this done. And so I figured I'll do it now. I don't have a whole lot to show you. And then if I have time next Saturday, I'll record a little bit more, show you what I've done through the next week. So yeah. And then the week after that, I definitely won't be able to record. So, November, we're just gonna see how it goes. So, anyway, this week was alright. Not too bad. As far as life and whatnot, we had Halloween. Did you guys have a good Halloween? Any cute costumes? So last Saturday we had our trunk or treat at the Crestwood Rec Center, which is just down the street. And we got rained out. Yep. So all that hard work that I had spent on getting my trunk looking awesome, nobody saw it. But at least we had something that was adaptable. And so we were inside the rec center. And yeah, it was great. The best costume that I saw was actually a family. So they had, the oldest boy was Peter Pan, the little girl was Wendy, and then the baby they dressed up as Captain Hook, complete with a mustache. It was awesome. I loved it. Yeah, that was the best one ever. So that was last Saturday. Today is Saturday, November 2nd. Didn't know if I put the date on here yet or not. I just started going. Anyway, as far as the actual Halloween, Mother Nature decided not to give us a treat. She gave us a trick because we got 4 inches of snow. Almost 4 inches of snow. I'm not happy about that. And my friend posted on Facebook, it wasn't Poor Richard's Almanac, and it wasn't A Wives' Tale. It's some folklore thing, that the date of your first heaviest snow will predict how many snows you're going to have throughout the winter. So our first heavy snow was on the 31st, so that means we will have 31 snows throughout the winter. No, I am not okay with that. Please, Lord, no. I don't want snow. It's like, I'm the kind of person that snow on Christmas and then I'm done. That's it. I'm good. I'm good for the rest of the winter. So, but for Halloween costume, I didn't really dress up. Ryan actually got to dress up this year. He has a job where he can now, and he was trying to decide what he wanted to do. I asked him, the night before, oh, can you dress up tomorrow? He's like, yeah, he's like, I just don't feel like cutting out circles. Like, circles? What are you talking about? And he was like, so a couple years ago, the teen Bible quizzing team that we were the coaches of, for one of the quiz meets, we decided to dress up as dominoes. So we all have white t-shirts on, and then we put black duct tape across the center, and then black dots that I cut out for everybody. And so then you're a domino. So he was going to do that, but he didn't want to cut out circles. It's like, well, you have a referee jersey. And I'm going to brag on him for a bit, because he actually went through the tests and all that stuff, and he is an official Illinois high school, middle school basketball referee. Like, he has the official patch on his sleeves, he has the official jacket, the official whistle. Like, why not just wear that? You have it already. And he's like, and you don't have to cut anything out. Oh, that's a good idea. Yep. So he was super excited, and everybody at his workplace loved it. And so, yay! Easy peasy costume. Me, I said I went as freezing cold because it was snowing and I was freezing cold. So I just wrapped up in my Just Feel Better shawl because it's cold. Why not wrap up in something that makes you feel better? The Just Feel Better shawl is a pattern by Kalisha from the Quirky Monday Craft Cast, which, Kalisha, I'm wearing my NASA shirt today. So I wrapped up in that, and then I gotten this Shawl Cuff. It is from Holly at the Proper Pineapple. Basically, she got a bunch of belts and cut them up, put snaps on it. So when you wear your shawl and you wrap it around, you get it where you want it. You just cuff this around one side, and then so like it'll hang on your shawl. I kind of had to move mine down a bit throughout the day because it was bothering me right here. But it held my shawl in place, even when I'm running around trying to uncover my car from the snow. So it was great. That's pretty much it. Snow and Halloween for this week. So a lot of kids were disappointed because they had to wear their coats and couldn't show off their costumes while they're trick-or-treating. Anyway, let me get a drink. If I sound a little froggy, it's just because I woke up not that long ago and my sinuses hate fall, so I get a little froggy in the morning. It'll go away. I'm not sick, it's just morning. Okay, so before I get on to finished objects, all that, there's some yarn-a-goodness I wanted to talk about. So 2 podcasts ago, I had shown my retro granny square bag. And I had promised Rose and Teresa that I would talk about how I made it in my last podcast. And I totally forgot. So, I'm doing this now before I forget. So, my retro granny square bag, the pattern is by Catherine from Crafternoon Treats. Link down below to the per usual. So I have 4 colors here. Pretty much what I did, because my mind works in organizational ways. Excuse me. So doing random stuff, my brain just won't do that. So I assigned each color a number, organized, and then I did the random number generator to do the actual color sequence. Is how I did it. So, and then I knew I wanted to seam everything with the charcoal here. So I just did a single crochet charcoal border, so it would all kind of go together. then, so after I finished all the squares, I'll pull it inside out. I then cut out the fabric, which is this lovely purple pinky color. I love this fabric. It was just like a one of those little quarters that you can get at Joann. Oh, the sun's coming out now. We'll close the curtain a bit. Okay. So after I cut everything out, then I folded all the. I'm blowing out now. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so then I folded down the edges and then ironed it, so it would all look nice and neat, even though it's the inside of a bag. And then I hand stitched all the edges down to each square. So each square, the edges are folded under, ironed, and then hand stitched on. And then I went through and stitched all the squares together. So I have this nice one on the bottom, and then 4 on each side. And then after that was done, I just single crocheted around and around and around and around. When it came to the handle, which is here, I don't even know how many. It's like, so it starts with the pink. I just chained and then I skipped the same number of stitches to create the handle. I just made it so it's big enough for my hand to get through. So I can't even tell you how much I did. So yeah, here's my bag. I thought it was super cute. And of course I put Holly's pin on here. It says, you're going to be able to read it. Now the sun went behind the clouds again. It says crochet, not just for grannies. That is from Holly's shop. I ordered this pin and the shawl cuff at the same time. It's Holly from the Proper Pineapple. I'll put a link to her shop down below because it's cool. She's got some cool stuff. Okay, so finished objects. Living in that bag was my hats that I was making for my friend. And I was able to enter them all into the Mischief Managed MAL, which was being run, because it's over now. It ended on October 31st, so it was like her Halloween make-along. So the yarns that I used for the hats, so I was making it for my friend, her husband, and her 2 daughters. So I used Yarn Bee Soft Secret in the color Hot Grape. I love this purple. It's amazing. It's so pretty. And then I used Joy Decay, or Loops and Thread Joy Decay in the colorway Cloud. This was in my stash. And then I used a black that was also my stash. I used all of it for the hat that I'm going to show you. So the first hat that I did, you've already seen this one. This is my Diagon Alley beanie. It is the diagonal raised beanie. There's a link to it down below. So if you like lots of front post, back posts, this is a great pattern for you. I, however, do not like that. Anyway, and then I did the Divine hat, which I'm calling my Divination hat, which is a class at Hogwarts. Again, so I did the cloud just to give it a contrast brim. Then the next one I did was so this one you haven't seen yet. I finished this I started it and finished it on Monday. It's the Unicorn Stripes baby hat. Here's a picture of what it's supposed to look like. I was trying to make mine for a 5-year-old, so I had to modify it quite a bit. So I had to make it a lot bigger around at the top, And then instead of doing the puff stitch, double crochet, puff stitch, double crochet, I did puff stitch, 2 rows of double crochet, and then puff stitch. And then again I did the cloud as a contrast brim. So hopefully this will fit her. Of course I keep looking at it, I'm like, it's so tiny. I was like, she's 5. She's 5, it should fit. So this is a unicorn. Unicorns feature heavily in Harry Potter, so that works. And then for the dad, which I've actually known him longer than the wife. I've known him since high school. We went to church camp together. Anyway, I did just a plain double crochet beanie, nothing fancy, but I did it in black. And then I edged it in purple and the cloud. So I'm calling this my Death Eater hat. So it's like, you know what? You really have to love somebody if you're going to make them something in black, you know? So yeah. So these hats are all done. It's like I need to get this done before the mal ends. So that's all done. And then the other thing that I wanted to get done either this week or next week was my nativity set. I'm proud to say it's all done. Yay, it's all done. I got all of the sets done. I'm not telling you how many I did. I'll save that for after Christmas, after they've been gifted. So yeah, I have a Mary, a Joseph, 3 wise men, 2 shepherds, an angel, a baby Jesus, and his manger. So I had already done the baby Jesus. He's really tiny. And I had done part of the manger. So I wasn't happy with how I did it, so I did it the way she told me to. So here's his little manger, and there he sits. I just love that. Isn't that cute? And then I was able to finish the last shepherd. So yeah. So the pattern is Whistle and Ivy, Crochet Nativity. I think she's starting a cow, like you can do a crochet along with her for this nativity set. Like she's starting it soon. I'll put the information down below for sure. Yeah, I think it started in November, which was November started yesterday. Yeah. So, and then the yarn that I used was Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn, because it's cheap and I can get lots of colors. So here he is without his little cloak. For all of the heads, you know, the hats and the halos and the crowns and the head scarves and all that, she says to hot glue everything on. So I think that's what I'll be doing on Monday at Love Knots. I'll just have a hot gluing party and glue everything on. And I've said before, you know, they're not sitting upright. I think I know what I'm going to do to fix that, but that will be done later. So yeah. So I'm so happy to have that off my mind, off my plate, and I can go do a bunch of other stuff now. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have this done. Okay, let me take a quick break, and then we'll get on with the yarny goodness. Alright, makes in progress. I've only done work on one object. One project has gotten love besides the nativity and the hats. And that is my sockhead hat, which is living in my Van Gogh Starry Night bag. The yarn was a gift from my friend Lisa. It was her own hand-dyed yarn, which is this lovely teal and blue goodness. Oh yes, I love it. I'm loving this hat. So the hat that I'm making is the Sockhead hat by Callie McClure. It's a knitted hat. Yes, I'm knitting. I'm knitting. So here you go. So here's the work I've done. So yeah, the peacock is where I was the last podcast. So I've done 1.5 inches. That's pretty good work, I think. And I love how this is striping up. Yeah. So Tuesday I went and got my hair cut. And I was talking with my friend who was cutting my hair. And we were talking about how, you know, because we both have short hair now, when we wear hats, especially if you wear it down here, looks like you have no hair. And so we were talking about, you know, wearing it back here a bit so you can still see hair coming out. But if you have a really slouchy hat and you wear it back there, then it's really slouchy in the back. And so I don't know if I'm going to make this a slouchy hat like the pattern says. I think because it says you're supposed to go knit 9 inches before you start decreasing. I don't think I'm going to go that far. So, as if I have to wear it back far enough, I don't want it to be too slouchy in the back. Anyway, so I may just go a few more inches and then start decreasing. And I think I'm going to have to do double pointed needles. I'm going to be knitting on double pointed needles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I never thought I would say that. But here I am. So yeah, that's the only thing that has gotten any attention. Because most of my stuff is done. I'm getting ready to start new stuff. So, for my to-be section. I've already talked about some of these last week, but I'll show them again. And so hopefully they will get started this week. Actually, I know they will get started this week. So the first one is the Hope ear warmer, which I love the texture of that. And it would be nice in like a solid color, but I'm choosing to use a variegated indie dyed colorway. It is this lovely goodness. Ooh, I'm blowing out the camera. There we go. Purple and rainbow all together. Let's find the tag. It is Allegheny Fiber Arts in the colorway Night Out. I got this at the Michigan Fiber Festival, and I thought, you know, I'm using her yarn, I might as well use her bag, which is Wonder Woman. I love this bag so much. So I'm pretty sure an ear warmer shouldn't take that long to get done. So I should have that done this week. Also on it I have my button, Good Girls Get All the Yarn, which was a gift from Claudia from the Crochet Luna podcast. And on it, also on my bag, I put my Wonder Woman charm. Are you seeing it backwards? There we go. To me, it's right side. Anyway, so there's my Wonder Woman. So I'll start the ear warmer this week. Also starting this week, you've seen this. If you follow Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet, you will have seen the Vanya cowl. It's this gorgeous cowl. I wish you could see this in color because the color that she used was amazing. Like, it's gorgeous. This is a lace weight. It calls for a lace weight yarn, which I happen to have in my stash. She's also running a Crochet Along. It's the Vanya cowl. It's going through the end of November, so you have a whole month to get going on this. I am using my Manos del Uruguay. It is their Marina base, which is lace weight yarn. It's 100% wool, and it's in their color Mango Berry. Look, oh my goodness, it's so awesome. It's gonna be so pretty. So it's also living in my Kalisha bag. And she had actually sent me these buttons, so no problema. Save the drama for your llama. Yeah, for your llama. So I may just call this my Florida Vanya cowl, because Hannah's from Florida, Kalisha's from Florida. Anyway, I'll leave a link to their patterns and their shops down below. Let's see. Yeah, so the ear warmer, the Vanya cowl, you've already seen. So I was going to start as soon as I got a bunch of stuff off my plate, which will be happening this week. And so then the last to be is actually a gift for a lady at church. She is having to go through a bunch of testing. She actually just started a bunch of testing for a lung transplant. And so I wanted something just for her to wrap around her, to keep warm and cozy. She's going through this. I know that somebody's praying for her. So I don't actually have the pattern with me because it's my own pattern and I can print it out whenever I want. But I'm going to be making the Hadley scarf. This is mine. It is a scarf that you can actually button to make it an infinity scarf if you want, or you can just let it hang. Let me show you. So yeah, so you can button it, and then it's just 4 colors, real simple pattern. It is in my Ravelry shop. I'll link it down below. But she likes, so my friend that I'm making it for, she likes green. So I picked up this lovely variegated green color. It is Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn print in the colorway Spring Green, which it's being blown out because the sun's decided to come back out. So this is one of the colors. The next one is, again, Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. Colorway is Forest. And then I have this lovely one. So the Forest and this one are leftovers from my Nativity Set. Oh my goodness, we're all over the place. Alright. This one is mid green. So I have these 3. And then I'm trying to decide, do I want the bright white, or do I want like this more muted one, which is linen? I'll get better pictures and I'll put it on Instagram. Have you guys vote. I'm kind of leaning more towards the linen, which you can tell the difference. There you go. Yeah, so this is bright white. This is linen. Trying to decide which color I want to do. And then I'm going to find some green buttons to go with it. So yeah, so that's a to-be project. Get started on it this week. And that's about it for podcast this week. Yeah, nothing much else has gone on. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know when I'll get to do this again. So yeah, I will see you when I see you. And have fun with your knitting, crochet, crafty life. God bless. Bye.